On this episode,
Mr. Rogers. Watching that show made it feel like he was giving me the hugs my mother didn't.
Oh.
I'm
Deep.
kidding.
and we're back.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is,
Childish Gambino.
yeah. We were talking about him earlier and on the last episode.
Oh, nice.
I have a crush
I
on
mentioned him a lot.
Childish Gambino.
You do?
Oh, the biggest one.
Oh, the biggest one.
He's talented.
Oh my god.
Did you see him when he was on SNL?
No.
He was
I
the...
really should.
Yeah, it was good. It was, I mean, they've had people be the host and musical guest before, but it was cool
But
because
he did it like...
he did it really well.
Oh, okay.
And
Because he's like an actual actor, too. Yeah.
actual comedian
Yeah.
and actual
Yeah.
artist.
So he kind of like belonged on there for like a segment.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And
You know, SNL,
Isn't funny anymore?
yeah,
Continue.
it's horrid.
It's
these
awful.
You don't
days.
like it?
No.
Have you seen the older episodes?
I'm a big fan.
Of the current one?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
dude, I watch it like every weekend.
Uh.
I don't skip it.
I don't mean to disrespect that.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
used to watch it like back when it was funny. But
When was it funny to you?
like okay, I think it popped off. Like it ended the funny like 2010.
2010.
Yeah, I think that's when the funny started
Well,
to like weight off.
I guess I can't really comment because I've never really been like a big fan or anything.
Bro,
but
the
like,
older episodes are so funny, like for no reason.
I
Which
really-
older episodes? What era?
Like what's his name? The big guy. He was like, I was running. And
what are you talking about?
He died. I forgot his name. Okay.
Oh, Chris Farley.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Rest in peace, Chris. He was so good.
Gone too soon.
He had so much like, oh my god, he could have gone way further with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were a fan of it in the 90s then?
Oh yeah,
So-
and like before the 90s too.
I
Like,
like-
who was that? The Elf man. Elf.
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell was on it too.
The cowbell one? I like the cowbell.
Will Ferrell is
Yeah.
hilarious.
You know who he looks just like? He looks just like the drummer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a segment about that on the Tonight Show where
really?
they, what's the drummer's name?
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Will
with you.
Ferrell.
No.
His name is Will
I'm
Ferrell.
going to look it up. But Will Ferrell and the drummer had
I
a
want
drum
to say his
off
name was
on...
like Chad. But
Yeah. Let me look it up on YouTube.
yeah. Oh, the drum off video thing.
Chad Smith, yeah.
Chad Smith, yeah.
So on the Tonight Show, Will Ferrell and Chad Smith had a drum off.
Oh, I think I saw that actually.
Yeah, it's pretty popular.
Can
Yeah,
Will
it's-
Ferrell actually play drums?
Yeah. in
Apparently
that
so.
drum
Are you
off,
kidding
yeah,
me?
It was pretty decent.
Oh, you know who can also play drums?
Who?
Justin Bieber. I didn't know that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is he like actually good too?
I think so.
Oh my god.
Have you seen that video of Justin Bieber at like a park or something?
Ooh.
And it was like an acoustic thing or something, and he was singing, and he had auto-tune on, but whoever did it was like, they put it on the wrong key on accident,
Oh
and
my
like every note was just like horribly out of
Oh,
tune.
no.
But he played it off the smoothest way possible. He was like, I think we've got some auto-tune on. We don't need that.
Oh
And
my
it's
God.
like everyone just started clapping. It's
We have auto tune, just claps at it like okay.
well, because he's being real, man.
At
It's
least
like,
he
we don't.
admitted
I
it.
don't need auto-tune.
I feel like
That's
he
what
can
said.
sing without auto tune. I just
Well,
get
Oh,
this
yeah, he
feeling.
Yeah,
can.
that's how we got.
Famous.
Yeah,
Like,
on
Yeah.
YouTube.
I don't,
oh yeah.
I don't really enjoy his stuff,
You know
though, to be honest.
who
with
also
you.
got famous off of YouTube? That is really good.
Who?
That doesn't need auto tune.
Who?
Ariana Grande.
Did she get
Yeah.
famous off YouTube?
Yeah, she got famous off YouTube, then joined Broadway, then joined Victorious, and then her whole life went.
Well, you know,
woo.
she is. she doesn't use auto-tune live or anything, but like,
She doesn't do her whistle tones.
yeah, that's what I was telling you the other day. Like,
yeah.
like the super high notes. She has a
Yeah.
backing track just with that note.
Oh,
And then-
really?
Yeah.
Well, she need to
Man.
fix that because.
Well, I mean, I think that's respectable though.
It's but also let's talk about Mariah Carey. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, I know
Who
Mariah
doesn't
Carey.
know?
Good.
Mariah
He didn't know who Mariah Carey
How
was.
did I
didn't
know?
know?
Yes, I
I
did.
know.
All I
He's
want for
for
Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas is you.
Oh, we're coming to the season, man.
Christmas, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Also,
It's most certainly not
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah,
Jay, go.
she does
sorry.
her stuff live. Cause
Okay, let's.
She's
she's
also
got-
had some gaffes in performances.
gaffes.
She's had some mishaps in
Oh,
performances.
remember when she did the
New
the
Year's
New
Eve?
like
I was
High
watching
or
that
something?
live.
I was like, what is she doing? But she did it like 3 months earlier, and it was like the best she'd ever sang it. Emotions. I'm sorry.
I remember Katy Perry did New Year's Eve or
Who
something.
is she anymore? Where'd
It was
she
really
go?
bad. At least I think it was Katy Perry. I don't even remember. But yeah, what were you gonna say?
James, we have some unsettled beef now. So when was the last time that you saw SNL?
Oh, so that's a good question, actually. I saw one episode. I saw one episode within like the last year,
Okay.
and I said to my father, who was also in the living room, I was like, "This is horrible," and he was like, "Yes, it is."
Yes.
Do you remember what episode it was? Like who was on screen?
I couldn't tell you.
On
to be
funny
honest.
people.
Because they've
Pete
had
Davidson. Screw him.
You don't like Pete Davidson?
I don't even know. Who Pete Davidson is.
He killed Mac Miller.
He killed.
Okay.
All right.
No, wrong.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's
shout out
not-
to Mac Miller. We love you.
Also gone too soon.
Gone way too soon.
I need to listen to some Mac Miller. I haven't really listened to him very much, to be
Oh
honest.
my god, he's so good.
Yeah.
But they have definitely had some bad episodes in the past year, so I can understand if you saw one of them and thought this is bad.
Maybe I just caught a bad one.
I think so.
But
So basically, the way I see it, it's been on for like 45 years now.
Mhm.
So when people say like, "Oh, it's not funny anymore," like I see why they're saying it, but what they mean to say is it's not funny right
Or
now.
it's not.
that's pretty.
Yeah. Because people thought like it would never be the same after they got rid of the original cast.
Like Tina Fey, they needed like. Tina Fey was great. On that
Yeah.
show. She's actually like a funny person.
Yeah, Tina
Speaking
Fey is
about
pretty
funny
good.
females. That makes me so mad. How Amy Schumer, she's just over here stealing jokes, and we all know it. Like we all know she's stealing jokes over here, and she's like not funny. So she makes the stereotypes that females aren't funny. Like a lot of them are. I can name like
Oh, tons of funny
a
women are out there.
ton.
Like Amy Schumer.
Like whale. Cancel.
Oh,
What?
dang. Amy Schumer's gonna get mad.
Please
at
bleep
you,
that.
man.
Because you
But-
called her whale?
If you bleep that, it's gonna make
Wait,
it
is
sound
that
like you
bad?
said something worse.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's not even that bad.
But yeah. Tina Fey is funny. Amy Poehler is funny. Is that her name? Tina Fey's best friend, the blonde one. Yeah, they're like the comedy duo.
But yeah, I think that was interesting what you said about like it's not funny right now.
Yeah.
It's,
Right.
Yeah.
That was very smart, Matt. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, people thought it wouldn't be the same after Eddie Murphy left, and
Mhm.
then it picked up with Chris Rock and Adam Sandler.
Eddie Murphy was hilarious on that show.
He was. He's going to be back hosting in
Are you
December.
kidding?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he's been gone off the show for like 20 years or something.
Eddie Murphy's like one of the funniest people.
He is.
Like I love that man.
I really liked his Mr. Rogers sketch. Where he played Mr. Robinson.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah. Wait, no. How does the
That was-
intro go? That was not it.
That was Mr.
One hell of a day in the neighborhood.
It's one hell of a day. Remember when he was like peeking out the door to see if somebody had a knife? He's like, "Who
Yeah.
is it?" I'm sorry.
It's an eviction notice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God.
Yo, I love that sketch.
He's so funny. Apparently, okay. Eddie Murphy, shout out. Thank God you're not gone yet. He did this movie. I forgot what it was called, but it was I just watched it with
Oh
my
yes,
mom.
Dr. Doolittle.
No, I hate that movie too. But it was this other movie. When it was like he was playing like a serious role. Whoops. And like when actors like break out when they like don't do a role as like their stereotypical roles. Like let's say, who's someone who always does the same role? Freaking who?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. When
Like
Adam
seeing him in an
Sandler,
action movie.
Jim Carrey. You know how Jim Carrey's always funny and goofy and he's doing weird stuff like whoa, like you know. But when
Yeah.
he actually comes out and does like a serious role when he's playing a character with like actual depth, it like hits you like whoa, they're talented.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I could see
Because
that.
they don't only play like one role.
Yeah, versatile.
They're versatile. Yeah.
Well, that's something I kind of don't like, and sometimes like when
What?
when you recognize the actor, it kind of breaks the immersion
Okay, that's
for
the
a
thing.
lot of movies.
Like
I think.
when the
I think
actor
so.
is good enough for it to like you not even like be off put by that, I feel like that's. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm
well,
so
yeah.
loud.
That's
You're good.
I guess that'd be good writing.
Yeah, but it's like so impressive how wasn't Eddie Murphy? Let me look up the movie.
Was he in an action movie? or
And
something?
no, he was in like a really good movie. Eddie Murphy.
We're all gonna stop while she thinks of the
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Okay,
Come on.
talking about something like different.
No,
Yeah, I'm excited to see him
Eddie
come back in December. It's going to be
Murphy.
the Christmas movie, and also Tom Hanks's Mr. Rogers biopic comes out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, about a month before. So they're definitely going to do a Mr. Robinson
yeah,
sketch.
I saw the ad for that Mr. Rogers thing.
I want to see it.
I'd like to see it. I haven't really watched the original show or anything, though, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of left the air like right before I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get to see it on TV a
Mr.
lot.
Church. It was called Mr. Church.
Thank you.
The movie.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. Okay, what were you guys talking about?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers. I
Yeah.
mess with Mr. Rogers really. Didn't he die recently?
I don't think it was that recent. Was
Yeah,
it?
I don't think so.
But I know that he was like a great inspiration for like generations of
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah. That guy, like, watching that show made it feel like he was giving me the hugs my mother didn't.
Oh.
I'm
Deep.
kidding.
Insightful
I'm
comment. Let's
kidding.
see. Did you ever watch the show?
Yeah, like a few times, and then make me fall asleep because that's how relaxing it was.
It was like 2
It's
a.m.
kind of like
once.
Bob Ross.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
voice is just so relaxing.
And he's so like he's the most friendliest person.
It was like 2 a.m. I was watching a compilation of just like all of his intros over like the years.
And he gets older,
Older,
and
yeah.
it kind of like hurts.
But he does the same. No, I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But he does the same exact
But
thing.
it's kind of
with
like
the coat.
it makes like, oh no, like when you see someone like getting older doing something they love and they're still smiling, you know that one day like it's gonna end. I'm
Wow,
sorry, that
that's-
was sad.
How is
I'm
that
sorry
sad, man?
because
Oh
it's
my God.
like they're gonna die, and it's like I won't have Mr.
Wow.
Rogers anymore.
We want him to live on forever.
I know he lives on forever in our hearts.
That's right.
You just snapped. I knew you were gonna say something like
I
that.
didn't snap.
Yeah, you went.
Well, I was gonna say if you lived forever, it would be like eternal suffering at some point.
I hate you.
Where did we go from there?
I don't. Eternal
And a
suffering.
good segue into
This is a great segue into what's the next question, Matt?
Well, let's talk about if they're funny right now. So, so do you guys think? I know James's answer, but Maya, do you think SNL is funny right now?
I just thought of something stupid. No,
You don't? Okay, that's fair.
not right now.
I don't think they're in one of their high points right now, but I still watch it because, it's kind of like a baseball game. You don't want to see home runs every single time because then it's just
It
predictable.
won't get up.
I can respect that. I can see how it would be a nice source of entertainment. You know.
Yeah, especially when you know like how much effort they put into it
Oh my
each
god,
week.
it's so much effort.
For sure.
Yeah, it's like stressful.
But
And go ahead.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just watch. Maybe I'll have to watch it again.
You're gonna have
Yeah.
to watch SNL.
It's also just a great pop culture zeitgeist.
Oh yeah.
Like-
It's like one of the longest airing TV shows.
I was about to
Yeah.
make like an idiotic comment and be like, "When does it air?"
And some people like record it and watch it the next day, but like I don't want to see a headline and have it spoiled for me
Mhm.
because there are some days when like someone will make a cameo there. Excuse me. Like someone will like mess up or like I don't know, say a bad word, and I just want to be on the edge of my seat for
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah. So it's not like pre-recorded.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
good about it being live.
Yeah.
Live in the studio.
Live.
Oh god. But
So yeah, major shout out to the cast and crew of SNL. Keep doing you.
Script writers,
Not that you would stop.
you guys can pick it up, but you guys are still doing pretty great.
I mean, they have very little time.
Oh yeah, it is like very little time.
Yeah. Although I've also heard that like when you're a host there and you pitch your ideas to the writer's room, they're kind of allowed to take those ideas and then like use them at another episode,
Oh.
which is like, ew, that's a little. I can see why they would have to do that if they want to
Definitely.
keep it up like every single week, because then like a really good comedian could come in there and have like a bunch of good sketches, but it won't make the final 12, and then they'll just keep using it and not get their credit for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right.
credit.
Yeah.
That's something.
That's really something. You're smart.
Thank you. Well, I
like your
think
little-
about this a lot.
Yeah. Oh,
Big
just like
fan,
in the
big fan.
shower, just like wonder if
I hope the
they-
comedian was credited.
Yeah. While we're on the topic, another podcast is that I really recommend is SNL After Party. If you're as into SNL as I am, go check out theirs. After every episode, they do a little review about it.
Right. What are you doing?
Oh, I thought you were signaling something was on my face.
No. But yeah, I guess I gotta check out some SNL then.
So I was gonna say, have you seen Bill Hader talking about his obsession of the show Snapped?
No.
Snapped is another murder series, and he says he just loves it because every episode, you know exactly where it all goes south because the narrator says, "And that's when she snapped."
Oh, it's called Snapped?
Yeah.
What the hell? Whose idea was that?
I just love
genius.
cheesy crime shows. Like,
And that's where it all snapped. Or that's when she snapped. I ruined it.
So what other TV shows do you like to watch?
that's a good question. I like I like Dexter.
Oh,
Dexter was really good.
I haven't seen it. How long does it run?
I want to say like 8 seasons.
Yeah, that's too long.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how shows can stay on for that long. If it's 4 seasons, like Mr. Robot is, like that's a good medium amount of time.
I can respect that.
Unless it's like The Office, then it's like,
Yeah, well,
Please,
with that
more.
with that kind of formula, yeah, I think that works. But I don't really know if it was 8 seasons or not, to be honest.
well, but it is long. So do they justify the length of the show with all the plot?
I never lost interest, to be honest
Really?
with you.
Of Dexter?
Okay.
Yeah,
I've been trying to watch that for a while.
I don't want to spoil it or anything.
My mom's
but-
just, don't watch it, Maya. It's bad energy.
Oh, I used to not be able to watch that. I was like, well, it's pretty good, and it kind of takes it lightly. The fact that he's a serial killer.
Oh, didn't he?
You're spoiling it.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Oh.
It was the other way around, but I
You
guess
spoiled
now
it
you're
even
spoiling
more.
it.
yeah, you could just cut that out, I guess. I don't
Cut
know.
it out.
For the people who are watching the show, we don't want to spoil it for you, so that's out of there now.
Yeah.
But I would highly recommend it even.
You know what I watched? I watched Mad Men. The whole thing. Have you heard of Mad Men?
Yeah, I've heard it's
Oh
really
my
good.
God, it is so good. For no reason.
I haven't heard.
I've heard
of it.
Don Draper is like a really good.
Don Draper is like one of the best like horrible protagonists. Like he's not a horror, like it's not poorly written. Like he's probably the best written protagonist I've ever like
Mhm.
in a TV show. He like you see his character development and you see him trying to improve himself.
Yeah.
But then it doesn't work. He just keeps going down and it's like, oh damn. And it's like he like tries, but then he stops trying. You can like I don't know. He's
So
just an
character
awful
development
person.
is really good.
And like when you see like the actor not in his role of Don Draper, he's like the happiest 33-year-old man I've ever seen in my life.
John
Like
Hamm.
yeah,
Yeah.
him. What's his name?
John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm. Like he's always smiling, but in that show you see him smile like 3 times at most, like through the 8 seasons, and it's like
What is
whoa.
it about? What is?
It's about
In the 60s.
in the 60s. It's
They make it super realistic. Like everyone
Oh,
smokes.
yeah.
All the, like the, what do they call it? The setup.
Yeah, the whole like the office is like it's just like an office, like
Yeah.
and it's like the same every day, and like even the city, it looks like it's in like the 50s, not the 50s, the 60s.
How did they do that?
Yeah, I've
I
always
don't
wondered. Do they just
know.
like rent a bunch of vintage cars or something?
I
and
don't
just, like,
even
fill
know,
it?
but like you can like it'll like pan over the whole thing, and it's like a whole set, and like everyone's
Set, yeah.
dressed in like it's so crazy, and even the makeup and like the everything they do, like the wallpaper of the things, and it's like they like went back in time sometimes.
That's crazy.
It's like sometimes you can even see the camera like do like kind of like when old shots kind of look vintage, you know? Like
Mhm.
sometimes it'll do that and you'll see it and you're like, whoa, what the hell?
This is somewhat related to that, but like, have you noticed every single man in the 50s sounds the exact same?
Yeah. What do you say, Mary?
Yeah.
What do you say? I'm saying.
It's the 50s were a trip, man.
Every single woman on a radio show from the 50s sound the same.
Even currently, every single sports
Oh, hello.
talk.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
sounds
exactly.
the exact
They
same.
had women on the radio in the 50s?
No, not the radio. I guess, well,
Television.
On film?
yeah, on film.
Yeah.
When they're like, I don't know about that, but I
That's a-
think that
that's a
may be
British-
wonderful.
That's a British accent.
But they all did the same exact thing. Like they all had the same like pretty like prissy. Like,
I love 50s music now. It's
the
pretty-
lo-fi hip hop beats.
What?
Lo-fi hip hop beats.
How's that 50s music at all?
And they take the 50s radio.
No, they
wavy.
don't.
Oh, they sample it.
Yeah, they sample.
Oh.
I have not heard any trace of 50s music in my lo-fi. Like, I hear like
Jazz.
yeah, not 50s. I'm not talking about jazz. I'm talking about 50s pop music.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
What is 50s? Jimmy Mac, when are you coming back? That's
Like,
definitely
it's
Motown.
basically just 12-bar blues sped up, poppier.
Oh, put your head on my shoulder.
Okay, that's a banger.
You were gonna say like that even men on the radio now are the same.
Oh yeah, like turn on any like, maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm just crazy. But like any sports talk thing I've ever listened to, they sound the same.
They do. I don't know what's up with it.
It's even like on
They have
like,
the same personality too.
well, yeah.
It's the same man.
Well, it's not the same person. Everyone's different, Maya. It's just a but,
I think they do that because they know what works, and in the genre of television, especially right now, they've kind of pushed it to its limits. Like they've done all that they can with that whole format. With like, you know, the one guy that knows, like, I don't know. There's only so much personality you can have when everyone on TV is the same.
yeah.
Oh,
I kind of get that.
that was very like. Oh,
I think
I
about this
like-
a lot
It
too.
really makes you think.
it really. Oh, you do that a lot. You like really make me think. You're like,
Thank
oh.
you.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about like.
You should start thinking for yourself, Maya.
Shut up, James. Maybe if you start thinking for yourself,
You'd
you wouldn't
find
have
your-
Matt do it
you'd-
for you.
You'd find your aux cord.
I found the aux cord in my Mercedes. It was in the glove box the whole time.
The glove box.
The glove box.
Okay, I can understand if you haven't found it for like
Okay.
months.
That is
Who
a strange
puts an
place.
aux cord in a glove box?
I know,
What are
right?
those Germans doing, man?
What are those
Ooh.
Germans doing?
Was there a record player in there too? Like, what is going on?
That would be cool.
That would be dope.
You know what would be cooler? A car phone. You guys know what a car phone is?
Yes,
Yeah,
I know the
I-
car.
Oh my god. If I had a car phone in my German ass luxury car, I would be living right now.
Oh, really?
Like,
With a
boop,
car phone?
My car even has like a cigarette thing.
Yeah,
Like-
that's not a very uncommon thing.
No, listen, you don't see a lot of cars with
Wait.
that anymore.
The cigarette plug or the cigarette lighter?
The
Both.
lighter.
The lighter is like, that's going out.
Yeah, it has a cigarette
That's pretty
lighter
cool.
and it's an ashtray.
Oh, an ashtray too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's vintage.
And then it has a CD, and then it has like disc.
Well, what year is it? It's like
2008.
2008.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
That's not that old.
it is not that old.
They
wonder why
started
they
phasing.
kept
That's
all
about
that.
10 years ago still.
Yeah, but
Oh,
why would they
that's-
keep all of the... I mean, they knew better in 2008. Why were they still putting smokers packages in there?
The thing is, because they're Germans.
My parents' cars back then had those.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a thing. I think.
It's just a thing.
Shut up, man.
Remember back when people actually just smoked cigarettes? But like now you
I
don't
don't
see that
remember,
like a lot at all.
Yeah, you weren't alive, man.
I was alive. No.
Don
The thing-
Draper was alive.
Don Draper. Oh my god. Oh yeah. But yeah, no, not even that. But it's like people are just like nowadays, like I only see like not a lot of people smoking, but like probably like what 10 years ago, that would be like.
Well, as it turns out, it's unhealthy to smoke cigarettes.
As it turns
That's
out,
true.
it's probably unhealthy to consume any type of drug. But
Yeah, shout out to not smoking and
shout
taking
out
drugs.
to drugs.
No.
That went way different than I expected it to.
I can't hear you. I'm above the influence.
But coffee, don't drink too much coffee. I'm gonna tell you what happened like a few days ago. The thing is, I have this bad habit
This
of
is all gonna tie into music at some point.
yes, of like taking too much
Doesn't have to.
caffeine and then like jittering the hell out. Like, let me tell you, when you got the jitters, it feels like you're on like drugs.
Well,
Because you are on drugs,
Caffeine
okay?
is a drug.
That is a drug. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it feels like you're a child with ADHD when you drink like too much caffeine. And
know,
it
I've
is
I know what
frightening.
that's like.
I've
Yeah.
never experienced that.
But yeah.
No,
Just had to see if you noticed.
I've never experienced jittery from caffeine or anything like that.
Oh my god, it's the worst feeling.
Is it?
I don't drink caffeine hardly at all anymore because I just don't like the feeling it gives me. Like, I'm already tapping my foot right now. Like, when I'm on coffee, it's like double time.
For me, I think it's a psychological thing.
A
I think
psychological
I drink coffee
thing.
because I'm tired, and I'm like, if I drink this coffee, I won't be tired. And then so I trick myself into thinking that I won't be tired.
I think it's more than a placebo effect.
I think it's
Yeah.
definitely more than
Yeah,
that.
don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I say I don't feel it at all. I'm not tired. If that makes sense.
So maybe you're just taking healthy doses of it.
The
Yeah.
healthy caffeine doses.
I know this one person who drank like 8 cups of coffee every morning. Like, that's some crazy
That's
stuff.
bad. That's
That-
when you're
that'll
developing a dependency.
That's
Yeah.
actually a dependency.
You're gonna get a heart attack and
If I
die.
don't drink my coffee in the morning, then my personality won't exist.
I get a little cranky
Yeah.
without
I
my
get a
coffee.
little
Those people
clanky.
are so. They exhaust me.
Oh my god. It's like,
I haven't even had my morning coffee yet. What am I gonna do?
when people
Yeah.
like actively talk about like,
Their caffeine
I need
addiction.
coffee, and it's like, shut up. No one
No.
asked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's not even me.
Stop drinking coffee.
Listen here. He knows. Okay, he knows I come to school every single morning with a coffee mug.
Yeah, so you're that person.
No, but I don't talk about how much coffee I consume on a daily freaking basis.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
What do you mean, man?
You're
I saw
playing
your
with me.
I saw your blog post.
My
on the-
blog.
on the
I saw your Finsta post.
I saw your thing on the caffeine board.
Maya's Finsta's at Moop Scoop. Don't follow it.
Well, why would you say it?
Just
Why
don't,
would-
okay?
Honestly,
Just
it's
don't.
it's really not worth following. to
It's
begin
really
with.
not. My memes may be okay though. Shut up. Shut up.
It's
My
okay.
memes are great.
They're all right.
I used to drink caffeine a lot when I was in middle school because my mom would serve it to me every morning, and I would put
Mhm.
the creamer in, and it was good. Like, it was a good way to start my breakfast. But now
You don't like it?
I do not like the idea of developing a dependency on a substance that is not prescribed to me.
See, I can respect that.
That makes sense.
I just like the taste of coffee.
Coffee tastes
I'd
like
be fine if
I
I
love
had
the taste.
I'd be fine at drinking decaf coffee. I don't really care about the caffeine part. It's just
I
like,
just
the
thought of
coffee.
I just thought of the worst idea. What if to fix the nicotine crisis that's going on in America,
Get everyone.
we just put the in coffee? We make.
We tried that with gum.
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
do you
chewing
even-
gum. Like,
Yeah,
Nicotine
Nicorette.
gum.
Nicorette.
Yeah.
You chew gum for the nicotine. But instead, like,
You put it
we
in-
make coffee that is not caffeine oriented. It's actually nicotine oriented.
What in
that's
what?
a terrible idea.
That's a horrid idea.
Bro, imagine
What
the
is wrong
coffee
with you?
sales would skyrocket.
Would they
The
really?
industry would be booming. Economics, that wouldn't be a problem. We wouldn't even take the class.
I feel like you're some kind of stupid.
We
man.
wouldn't need to take the class. It would just be like coffee's fixing everything.
Hey, speaking
Nick
of,
coffee. Noffee. What?
I just had to. Speaking of nicotine gum, do you guys remember when that was like kind of a scandal for President Obama that he was still chewing
Oh
nicotine
yeah,
gum?
I remember that. Why was that like?
I don't remember
They
that.
kind of went after him for
They
everything.
went after him for like a lot.
But the reason I thought it was like commendable is because it was, if I remember correctly, I was kind of young back then, but it was one of his campaign promises that he would stop smoking if he got elected.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm remembering that correctly. And he's in the most stressful job in the world. So if he had a nicotine addiction before,
Yeah.
let him chew that gum.
Exactly. It's like, plus there's worse things he could be doing than nicotine. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, like wearing tan suits.
Whoa. I think a tan suit could work.
It did.
Did it?
I thought so.
I don't even remember it, to be honest.
Oh,
People
he
were
would
like,
look
ew, that's
fly.
tacky. It looks fine.
It look, I
It was the
think
summer.
President Obama would look bomb in a tan suit.
Look it up.
There we go.
All right.
We'll be the judge of this. You guys, if you're listening at home, play along and look up Obama tan suit.
Imagine how many suits you have to own to be a privileged individual.
What? Is it measured by suits?
Suits. Listen, he looks like a fly man.
You see it?
He looks like we're about to debate professionally.
Yeah, there we go.
There we. Ooh,
That's a nice suit.
Yeah,
pretty
that's a
solid
summer suit.
Yeah, that's
summer suit.
I'm
He
down
looks
with
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah.
I'd be fine if he wore like a yellow suit.
Yeah.
Has anyone
Yeah.
figured out Obama's last name yet? Or is
Oh,
that
you know,
still
I saw it in the mall the other day.
Obama's last name?
Yeah.
Where?
Macy's, actually. I forgot it, though. I couldn't
You
tell
forgot Obama's last name? What is wrong with you? Why didn't you take a picture of it or something?
You know, Maya, I'm just going to stop you there because it's a dead meme.
Oh.
You fool.
It's a dead meme.
But it's okay.
But it's okay. Why do you like keep texting? Does your phone also keep lighting up? I'm sorry, our band's texting us.
Oh, really?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be on a radio show tomorrow, actually.
A radio
Oh,
show?
yeah.
Yeah.
No way. Tell us about that.
It's, are you going to do it, Maya?
I don't think I'll be able to come.
Oh, okay. But it's, we're playing a gig this coming Saturday. Y'all should, I don't think this is going to be out by then, but, or what, I don't even know.
Go ahead. Shout it
But,
out.
gig
Or-
this Saturday at High Voltage Music in Houston. Get tickets. There's a link.
There's a link on the Facebook.
On the @Sunday.traffic Instagram. But the owner, he says he likes to have the bands the week, like the Tuesday before or whatever, interview him for like a radio show thing he does. So I'm gonna be on
Isn't
there.
this guy named like Ant Boogie?
His name's Anthony.
Ant Boogie?
Yeah, but it goes by Ant on one of the posters or something.
Boogie?
But
Do you know what station it's on?
KCOH or something like that.
KCOH.
I can pull it up actually.
And then, do you know who's going to be like running it? The interview?
Ant Boogie.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
Yeah, his name's Anthony. I don't remember his last name, to be honest with you.
Boogie.
All right.
That's what it is on Facebook.
Well, is it Ant Boogie?
Is his last name actually Boogie?
There's no way.
We're
his
gonna have
last
to.
name's
I'm gonna have
Boogie.
to. Oh,
But it's called KCOH The Boost, Tuesdays 7 p.m. till 10 p.m. It doesn't have a KCOHradio.com or the app.
Oh,
KCOHradio.com.
But yeah, it's I don't know. It'll be pretty cool. I think I gotta
Yeah.
go downtown tomorrow.
That's exciting.
It's so
Mhm.
exciting.
You know what else is exciting?
What?
Hey,
This- oh.
I will. Sorry to cut you off. I just had this idea.
Yeah.
If
go
you can work the title of this podcast into your interview,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh my god.
I will give you some type of reward.
No, yeah, I got you.
A big fat hug.
Yeah,
I would love it.
or money.
I would. Did you just lick your lips?
No,
Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I got dry lips, but
Dry lips.
dry lip.
I got dry lips.
Oh, speaking of country accents, what's your?
No.
Yes. I'm
You
s- I'm s-
echoed.
I'm totally segueing this into country music.
Okay.
What? I want your opinions on country music, both of you.
I don't listen to it.
What do you think, Maya? Do you dislike country? Okay, but listen, I was of the party that was like, country's bad because nobody likes country,
Okay.
but it's
Nobody.
it's radio country that nobody likes. The stuff that it's like drinking beer with my friend,
Singing my song,
back of my
make me
pickup
want
truck.
to turn my winders down.
Yeah,
Winders.
winders, but
I dug my keys
I-
into the side of his
Oh, I like that one.
little-
Yeah,
I
that
like
is-
that.
that
That
doesn't
one's
really-
actually a bop.
I feel like that doesn't count as country though,
Four-wheel drive,
or maybe it does.
red dress.
But listen, jeez,
Okay.
Like-
go ahead.
like-
James.
Red dress.
Maya.
That one is a bop.
That one is a bop.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jonas Brothers after country. Continue.
Don't get me started. I've been going through a phase.
Oh my
Don't get me
God, you're
started on
so
country music, man. But it's radio country. That's the bad stuff.
Mhm.
There's like indie country. I listen to some indie country.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Indie country.
American Aquarium is actually a very good country band. It's more like southern rock to me, but I like the whole southern accent kind of thing, to be
Yeah, you
honest.
do.
He has one. I think James has a southern accent.
feel
I will
as though I
stand
don't.
by that for. I feel as
I don't
though
think
I
you do.
don't.
See, Matt
I
doesn't
feel like
think-
he has a Valley Boy and country accent mixed together.
that's I guess, man.
I guess maybe.
That's not how I sound.
That's not how I sound.
But I played with a country. My old guitar teacher was he was in a country band.
Mhm.
I played with him a few times. We played Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he sang it with like
A
a
country,
country
accent.
accent. It was just great.
Don't stop the shindig.
Shout out to Caleb and the Homegrown Tomatoes, by the way. They're a great country band. That's the band.
Caleb and the Homegrown Tomatoes.
we gotta play with them sometime.
Oh,
That'd be great.
totally. Shout out to. Oh wait, you just said it. Never mind.
Caleb and the Homegrown Tomatoes.
Exactly.
They went on like a U.S. tour recently. You know who I'm gonna see?
Who's that?
Jacob Collier. Well, I want to.
Bro.
He's coming to Houston pretty soon.
Jacob Collier, like a talented little individual.
Do you know who Jacob Collier? Probably not.
No, who is that?
He's such a sweet little boy.
Yeah, you know, he's like a musical genius kind of thing. Where it's like, it's
Kanye
music.
West got it.
It's like music for musicians.
It's like music for music nerds, not even musicians.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it is hard to listen to for
it really is.
for a lot of people, but I really like it. He's one of my favorite guys right now. It's like he does insane stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Didn't he have a song on like G
half sharp major or something like modulated to it? And he uses like microtonal music and all that. But it doesn't sound like, to me, it doesn't sound like it's a giant mess of stuff, even though it is. He makes it work, I think. And seeing videos of him live, he plays a lot of it like himself. Like he plays like every instrument way better than I could, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
he's pretty talented for no reason.
He's an insane
He's
talent.
great at piano, by the way.
He's so freaking... he's so good at piano.
Fangirling over there. He's so good.
I love Jacob Collier. And I can't...
So it sounds like you're excited to see
I'm
him.
very excited.
Yeah.
Nerd.
Wow, man.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw Tool recently.
Oh, I'm jealous about that, though.
They were really good.
I love Tool.
I even got in for free.
Oh, how'd you do that?
Because one of my old friends from School of Rock, their dad, his company gets like a suite or something. You know, like those suites?
Like special seats?
Yeah. It's like there's like even someone who like gives you food and stuff. Like takes you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like the thing
like,
Ellen was sitting in with George Bush.
Yeah. Like one of those fancy things. And we got it for free. Because he just
What's
had
his
some
name
extra
again?
ones. What?
The guy that...
Brad.
What band is he in?
What do you mean?
No, there's a kid that you're talking about that was like in School of Rock with you. And he's like on the radio now, apparently. And he opened for who again? I forgot.
Oh, are you talking about Mac?
Yeah, yeah,
I wasn't
Mac.
at School of Rock with him.
Oh, where did you meet him? He was cool.
Shout out. Oh, he was just my friend.
Really?
A
Oh.
while ago. Like when we were really young. But yeah, my friend, shout out to Junk Bunny
Junk Bunny.
band. They're I knew this guy, we were friends for a while, but then he was in a band that kind of inspired me for some of the stuff. Like I was watching them play at the 19th hole.
Oh, yeah.
Like shout out to the 19th hole. But like a while ago, and now they're like doing pretty. They're on what's that radio station?
Radio. Is it the Buzz?
Yeah, they're on the Buzz. They just played Buzz Fest and stuff. They opened up
Shout out 94.5 the Buzz.
All right, but they opened up for oh my god, what kind of Bon Jovi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But
Good for them.
Yes.
Mhm.
So do you guys want to get into some closing segments?
Ooh,
Yes.
yes.
All right. First closing segment. I think we've answered this throughout the whole thing, but what are you listening to?
Maya, go.
Okay. Recently, like really recently, I've actually, weirdly, have been listening to Tool, King Crimson. I've been listening to, who else? A lot of people. I've been listening to Smino, a rapper.
Oh.
That is really good. I've been listening to Brockhampton lately. Shout out the Woodlands. Shout out Kevin Abstract.
Represent.
Shout out Merlin. I know your cousin. Shout out Selassie.
That sounded like a threat.
I know. So don't mess up.
Shout out. Ooh, that was loud. Shout out Merlin. Shout out Merlin. Your cousin's cute. Oh, shout out. Wait, no. I'm talking about people I listen to. I've been listening to. Wait, what was the question?
Oh my god.
What are you listening to? There's two more of us. This is supposed to be like fast.
Okay, Thundercat.
All right, that's good.
Brockhampton, there we go.
Well, I've been listening to a good amount of Tool actually recently. Like yesterday, I listened to like entirely Tool and King Crimson. I love King Crimson.
King Crimson's so good.
But I've been listening to a lot of Jacob Collier, as I said, and some Trico.
Oh, Ooh.
I love Trico. It's like a Japanese math rock band.
Yeah, we both love Trico.
But yeah, just stuff like that.
Trico inspired us on some of our songs. Shout out Trico.
Yes.
Awesome.
What about you?
So I listened to Frank Ocean's Channel Orange album this week.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard it freshman year for the first time, and I didn't really understand it. And then I listened to Blonde, didn't understand that
Spend
either.
my days up on the
And
roof.
then I listened to both of them again this week. And for Channel Orange, like, I kind of understood it. I started to enjoy some of the songs better. And Blonde, I still don't understand.
Ooh,
I didn't really like Blonde.
You didn't?
He's a natural blondie like Goku.
Thanks for the insightful comment.
Lyric. Shout out to
Is that
Frank
one of
Ocean.
his?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's
I didn't
from-
recognize it.
Okay. Did you like Pink and White off of Blonde?
I do.
Okay, there we go.
That was the only Blonde song
kidding?
that I liked.
There's
Upon this listen.
oh I know that the song I was singing, The Natural Blondie, that was not on the album. That was a single, so that's probably why.
Well, Anthony Fantano gave Blonde a higher review, which I didn't.
Which makes no sense.
Yeah, to me. I mean, well, he explained it, so of course it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, he has his reasons.
I feel like his reasons are invalid.
Whoa.
Listen, okay.
I disagree.
What? Okay.
I disagree with his rating for it,
Yeah.
but I think his reasons are valid.
Okay, his reasons maybe, but I think his ratings are wrong so many times
Why?
because I just shout out Kendrick Lamar. He's also someone I listen to.
Wow.
Because okay, the thing is, he rated To Pimp a Butterfly a 10, and that's pretty great.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It
because
is a
that
good
is a
album.
10. That was
That's
like
probably
that was a
supposed to-
breach in like the century. Like that changed music for everybody. That was
Did it
pretty great.
really?
It really did. You can listen to a lot of other people, and they didn't do certain things before because To Pimp a Butterfly existed. That okay. When you listen
I'm
to
gonna
the
listen to
whole
that one.
entire album,
That is a
start
really
to
good album.
finish, that thing gives you chills.
Really?
Like
Well,
it
it
legit
feels
gave
like
me
it
chills.
feels like you've completed something. I think.
Yeah, because like, I don't know. To Pimp a Butterfly gave me the same feeling that Lauryn Hill's album gave me.
Love Lauryn Hill.
I love
love
shout out
Lauryn
Lauryn
Hill.
Hill. Get your shit together. I'm sorry. She needs to get
Pay
that
your
together.
taxes.
Pay your taxes, girl. I'm sorry.
But
we
really,
need that.
like, we love Lauryn
Yeah,
Hill.
we love you, Lauryn Hill. But the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, that was really important. And I
Mhm.
think To Pimp a Butterfly was kind of like that. Like, it gave me the same feeling. Like, it kind of
Wow.
made me feel something after. And it made me feel kind of different. It kind of was like, oh, you know?
Like
Yeah.
what now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's kind of like... Because, like, when Kendrick starts out, like, the whole thing, like, I remember when he was conflicted. And then each song, he continues
He
the
says
poem
that, yeah.
more.
Mm.
And it's like, you hear the whole poem, and you're like... It's like...
I feel it's like the kind of stuff you
Whoa.
don't. That music. There's a few, but some of the songs I feel like you don't listen to. Like you can't listen to it with other people
Oh,
or something. You know.
oh, like, these walls, I can't.
Yeah, yeah.
No one will be in the car with me while I'm blasting that.
Well, it's like because you listen to it, and it's not really like a. It's just kind of awkward with
Yeah.
a bunch of other people. But yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to check that out now. I also listened to Brendan Urie's under the name Panic at the Disco. His last album, Pray for the Wicked.
Oh, I need a...
It was a
Yeah.
pretty good pop album. Also, just like clips of him being himself up on the internet.
Oh, nice.
Those are pretty
He's
fun.
funny. I
Yeah,
like
he is.
him.
And for that matter, so is Tyler, the Creator.
I
Oh,
love Tyler,
yeah. Is he gay or not?
Yeah, definitely. What do you mean?
Bro.
I don't know. It's
Exactly.
Did
I
you see-
love that
He knows
he's just
what
so
I mean.
ambiguous about it.
He knows what I mean. Because for years, he's made gay jokes. And then for
Oh,
years, he's
yeah.
also made homophobic jokes.
Oh yeah, and his
So
old
it's a-
music.
Well, he's definitely switched over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
Did you see the
understand.
music video
Video
for
a boy is a gun?
Yeah.
That was like the...
If that's not gay, I don't know what is.
Well, but I bet... But also that one song he did with Frank Ocean was literally about a female. Like,
Which one?
she.
Oh, okay.
Wow, who did that? Yeah.
She's like, I can't say the lyrics. That's the one that you don't listen to with people in the car.
No, but I love Tyler, the Creator.
He's so good. Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite videos of him is when he's in the kitchen making waffles with that girl for like a skit, and the girl interrupts him, and he's like, "What? What?" And then she says the thing, and then she interrupts him again, and he's like, "Oh my God, can you let me do what I need to do?"
He's so funny. He's so mean, like, but he's funny.
Yeah.
He is
He's-
pretty funny.
He's hilarious.
I haven't really watched many of the video. Like, didn't he have a show on like Adult Swim or something?
The Loiter Squad.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
My favorite clip ever is the part where he says, where he's like making the waffles, and then she interrupts him and she says, or Tyler says, I'm not finished.
I love the clip whenever he's Thurnis Haley, like this old guy. It's like apparently like it's so funny to me because it's just like this. I'm not gonna go on, but if anyone's seen the Loiter Squad, he plays a character named Thurnis Haley, and it's freaking great. I don't know why I get all of the jokes, but it's just so funny. It doesn't make any sense.
You know, I've probably got to watch that at some point.
Oh, it's so funny.
All right, so the next segment is endorsements. So these are things that you're not sponsored by, but you want to give them some recognition.
Spotify, SoundCloud, Instagram.
You can plug your stuff after this. You can.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
Yeah,
but
that's your.
It's a company.
Like, I'll give you all the time you need to
company
plug your stuff. Yeah.
Oh, like endorsements, like
Yes.
things that I use. I was like,
Things that you're not even tied to, like.
my mom, my dad,
Oh.
How are you not tied to your parents?
God, Jesus.
All right, so I will go first with this segment.
Go for it. Yeah.
Ian's shoelace site. So if you want different lacing methods for how to tie
the
up your
Ian knot.
shoes, yeah, the Ian knot is. Ian's shoelace site is the best place to go to learn different alternative lacing methods and also to learn the Ian knot. I can now tie my shoes in like 2 seconds because of the Ian knot, and some of my closest friends know this. Sorry, James.
What's an Ian knot?
James, watch this.
Okay.
Watch this.
Hold
I'm
up,
in suspense.
let me record this. Okay, go again.
Wait.
Boop, boop.
I have to go to those. What? How do
Yeah,
you do
it's
that?
fast.
Yeah.
So shout out to
Ian
Ian
knot.
Fegan.
Ian Fegan.
Whoa, you're gonna have to send me that. I need to look.
You've never seen me tie my shoes like this?
No,
Oh,
that's
did it
insane.
wrong.
I didn't even see you do it.
Really?
Like,
Oh yeah, maybe that's why. Like, yeah, because whenever you guys stop walking and I bend down to tie my shoe,
you just
guys
do it in
don't
a split
notice.
second.
Yeah, you guys don't notice.
So I endorse Ian's shoelace site.
So you don't get left behind by your friends.
Yeah,
That's good stuff.
that is really where it comes in handy.
It really is. You have no idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I need to. That's life changing
Yeah,
stuff right
right?
there. But
Yeah.
Your endorsement?
my endorsement would be I got. Can it be 2 things?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Number 1 is Snark. Snark. They make tuners that you could clip onto your guitar headstock or whatever. Really, you can. I've clipped it on my singer's throat and had her sing a note.
Bruh.
And she
Bruh.
get it into.
Bruh. Clipped it onto her. Dude.
No, but there. If you're doing something right and you don't have a tuner pedal like Maya, I highly recommend you
Listen
go get
here.
a Snark.
I'm so broke. Okay.
You have enough money to go get a Snark because they are
No.
very affordable. That's why I'm endorsing them. It's if you're a musician and you have something you need to tune, probably a string instrument, but you need a Snark.
You need to tune brass instruments too.
What do you have, Maya?
Okay. Baskin Robbins, hello, shout out. When you're falling down a depressive pit, just go down to the ice cream shop and buy yourself a scoop of ice cream. It's really helpful.
So Maya endorses Baskin Robbins.
I endorse Baskin Robbins to help with mental illness.
Just Baskin Robbins, like no
Yes.
other ice cream.
And I also endorse therapy.
That's a good one.
Don't laugh. If you need it, go. You may feel like a little wuss for doing it, but like honestly, if you have someone to talk to that like you're afraid to talking about something that like actually hurts, a
Mhm.
therapist is very good for that.
That's a really good one.
Or your mom. But even I know my mom's a helicopter. She won't stop texting me about what time are we done.
I'm sending
Like-
this to your mom.
Don't. But yeah, go to a therapist and get some ice cream after. It's okay to cry. I endorse tears.
Even men.
Even men especially. Men
Yes.
especially. Men.
No, that's not true.
Oh my god.
just
If you need
James.
men,
I'm
if
just
you
kidding.
need someone, talk to someone because you don't know how annoying it is for your significant other to deal with your
Oh,
your
she going
bottled
off.
up
She going
butt,
off.
and you can't even help them because they're like, oh, I'm not gonna cry and I'm not gonna talk about my hurt feelings because I'm a boy and I don't have to. No, talk. Like that's what we want you to do. We don't
Preach,
want you
Maya,
to.
preach.
Oh my god.
She going off. Man.
Relationships go so bad when you cannot be like 100% with somebody. I know, like, if you're feeling like bad, this goes for you girls too. Don't just say I'm fine. Like, actually say like what's going on, because I'm so done with saying I'm fine. Like, everyone knows this, that when someone asks how I'm doing, I'm actually not just, oh, I'm okay, I'm fine. Like, I'm actually gonna tell you how the fuck I'm feeling. I'm sorry. I'm feeling right
That's
now.
refreshing.
Yeah. Like, people are like, oh, that's awkward, but I'm like, no. Because if you think that's awkward, then, like, you don't have to mess with me. Because I'm going to be 100%. Especially since...
Stop being 100%.
Stop,
please,
James.
Please be fake.
Stop it, James. Okay.
And that's all we're going to say about that.
Endorsements about that.
James, did you have a second endorsement? Try to top that, James.
Trying to top it.
You know, I will top it. And by top, I mean a nice slab of maple to top your PRS guitar off. Beautiful cut.
I thought you were going to say
Plain
syrup.
maple. No.
It's like, nice.
PRS guitars. Paul Reed Smith. I love you, Paul Reed
Yeah, he
Smith.
did top me for syrup.
I'd love a signature guitar, Mr. Paul Reed Smith. Very, very good guitars. That's the one I use. The green one. You know my green one?
Yes.
It's very nice. It's got a...
Oh, that is a nice guitar.
I love PRS, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Great. Third and final segment. Uplifting moments. There it is.
Getting a therapist. I'm sorry.
Good one. All right. James?
Uplifting moment. Do you have one? You want to go
Yeah,
first?
I do.
I need to think of one.
So I was at my intermediate school this week, serving like a 2.5-hour shift, just moving cookie dough from one side of the gym to the other for Interact.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't bad. I got to listen to Frank Ocean. And afterwards, I went out to my car and I saw a note. And from afar, I thought it might be like a parking ticket. And I was like, oh no, like I thought this was just free visitors parking.
Mm-hmm.
But when I walked up to it, it just said, "You're a whole lot of lovely."
Oh my god.
That's nice.
That
It was
is
pretty
so
nice.
Sweet.
Oh my God.
I wish someone would say that to me.
Maya,
And
you are a whole lot of lovely.
Oh my
look
god.
at that. Making dreams come true.
Making my dreams come true. Thank you, Matt.
But as far as something nice and wholesome going, that really is a good question.
Ooh,
What do
okay.
you got?
I got another one that restored my faith in humanity.
Yes.
Shout out to Lassie for buying me a Popeye's chicken sandwich for the first time.
What a gentleman.
What a gentleman.
Chivalry.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
If I had one, I guess I'm an orchestra, right? And we did the benefit concert, cause that tropical storm Imelda or something like that.
Mhm.
Almeida?
Imelda.
I heard
That was the
one.
name of it,
Imelda.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you said it right.
It flooded some other orchestra.
Oh no.
I forgot. I think I want to say it's Kingwood, but I wouldn't know, to be honest. But they have to play on like cardboard floors and stuff now because like they lost all their instruments and music in the
Oh
flood.
no.
Oh.
So
man.
we did a benefit concert and all the money went towards them and we raised like a few thousand. Pretty good.
Nice. All right, so that is all we have planned for today. Thank you guys for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Oh
man.
yeah,
That
it
was
was
fun.
fun. I had nothing else. Yeah, this was like actually pretty fun. I like it.
I had nothing else planned. Alarm goes off.
Yeah, easier than I thought it was going to be at that. I thought I was going to be more awkward.
You were
Man,
awkward
you just got to
for
push
like,
through that.
Yeah,
I wasn't that awkward.
that awkward.
Shut up, man. Don't talk to me.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you guys
I
for
want to come
listening.
back, but if I'm too annoying, don't ask me. Okay, don't answer that. Don't just.
We'll talk.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, we have to shout you guys out
Oh.
everywhere.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
Yes.
we are Sunday Traffic, right? And we've got an Instagram @Sunday.traffic. We've also got a Facebook. What's the at on Facebook?
Let me check that.
I think it's like at Sunday Traffic Band or something like that.
And then do you guys have Twitter?
We have a Twitter.
We, yeah.
We don't talk about the Twitter though.
We should.
Okay.
We should post more.
We should make it. Well, when we make a good Twitter.
Yeah, it's at Sunday Traffic Band.
Yeah, that's
on
Facebook. Right there. And we're on YouTube. If you just YouTube Sunday Traffic.
Oh yeah.
Our single.
Our
It's out.
single.
Drifting, Falling, Fading on all streaming platforms.
I've heard it. It's pretty good.
Heck
Like,
yes,
yes.
man. It's a banger.
Wait till everything else comes out. That'll be
Yes.
like actually cool though.
I'm pretty excited for that, to be honest.
I'm
with
actually
you.
kind of excited.
Yeah,
I'm
watch out
excited.
for our EP coming out soon.
Watch out for my favorite Botanical Mind.
Yeah, which is maybe gonna be played already.
Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe Lie to You, Lie to Me. That one's a bop.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then your Spotify?
Our Spotify, yes, is I think it's just
Oh my
Sunday
God,
Traffic
is it?
on
Yeah,
Spotify,
probably.
and it's on iTunes.
Apple Music.
Yeah.
So Sunday Traffic on Spotify.
Oh yeah, and
Cool.
you can use our songs for TikTok,
Oh, it is on TikTok.
please.
Yeah, that's going to really help them promote. That's going to help them grow if you guys promote them on TikTok. So
Too. Yeah, start a trend.
do them a
with it.
favor.
Start a trend.
All right, cool.
Realizing now I've always been ways alone. Okay, that's how the song goes.
All right. So thank you guys for being here.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And thank you guys for listening. See you guys
Bye
next time.
bye. Oh goodness. He knows what he's doing. 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 What he's doing.